You are all welcome to today's episode. My name remains Dumumbe Gideon. In this video, I'm going to show you some letters. I want to capitalize some letters for you so that you will know how Igbo language works. In Igbo language, in Igbo alphabet, we have A. That first letter there, anywhere you see it in Igbo language, it is A, nothing like A. Okay? Like in English alphabet, that A can represent A, it can be A. But in normal alphabet, in English language, it is A, like A, B, C, you see. But it is A in Igbo. Like anywhere you see it, let's say for instance, we have Akaraka. Akaraka. Like that is destiny. We have Akin. Akin. Canal. Alright? Anywhere you see that A in Igbo language or Igbo word, it is A. Nothing like A. Like in English alphabet or English words, you can see that A representing two things. It can represent A, it can also represent A. You see it? Like you can say egg, like pen, egg. And it can also be academic. You see it? Academic in English language, the same English language. This letter A in Igbo word, any Igbo word at all, it is A. It's nothing like A. No, don't call it A. It's A. A. No two letters there. A, nothing like A. Like in some English words, you will see like knife. You will be asking yourself, what is this K doing in knife? Or psychology. You will be asking yourself, what is this P doing in psychology? You see it, but it is not so in Igbo language. If you have learnt how to pronounce, or if you can recite Igbo alphabet correctly, you will understand that those letters, how you pronounce them, that is how they are. No changing. Anywhere you see them in words, that is how they are. Just pronounce them the way you pronounce them in letters. You will get the word correctly. Okay? Then we have this letter A. This A is A wherever you see it. Anywhere you see it, it is A. You can say AK. AK, that is Python. AK. You cannot say EK. No. Like in some English words, this E can be E. It can be A. No, like we have egg in the English language. You see it? Egg. Let's say for instance, egg. You see it? Egg in English alphabet. You can say T in English word. Have you seen it? This E now, this letter now has changed from E to A in English words. Have you seen it? But it is not so in Igbo alphabet. Anywhere you see this letter, it is A. A. AK. That is Python. AK. Egu. Have you seen it? Nothing like Igu or Ike. No. Ike has its own meaning. It has its own letter. That E. Alright? Then let's go to another letter. We have E. This E now is E wherever you see it. Anywhere you see it, it is E. Nothing like I. No. But in English alphabet, this letter now can be E. It can represent E. It can represent I. Like in idiom. Have you seen it? This I has represented E in that word, idiom. Have you seen it? Like we have idea. Have you seen it again? That word now has represented another, that letter now has represented another letter. Idiom, idea. But it is not so in Igbo language. Anywhere this letter is, it is E. Ihe, Ike. Have you seen it? Ike. Anywhere you see it, nothing like Ike. No, it is not so. Okay, let us move into another letter. We have she in Igbo sound. She. But in English sound, it will change from she to care, or from care to she. Like we have chemical in English language. Chemical. And we have shesh. You can see that she now has changed from she to care letter. Have you seen it? The sound has changed automatically, but it is not so in Igbo language. Once it is she in Igbo language. It will not change from she to ke. No. Ke has its own sound. Alright? Like we have, let's move into another letter. We have G in English letter. And we have J. You can realize that this G can change from G to J in English letter, but it is not so in Igbo language. Like gone. Have you seen it? G, gone. And jams. Jams. Have you seen it? It has changed from J to G, or from G to J. But it is not so in Igbo language. G is G. J is J. Alright? J, Jide, Ga, Gawa. Nothing like Jaga or Jawa. No, that's not Igbo language. It has changed from Igbo language to another language. Alright? Then we have another letter like U in English alphabet. Like this word, under. That U has turned from U to O in Igbo, in this Igbo sound. O. Under, under. But normally it is U in English sound. Under. Universe. Have you seen it? Universe. But it is not so in Igbo language. In Igbo language, it is U, Ube, U, not O. Have you seen it? Nothing like like let's say O has its own sound. U has its own sound. O has its own sound. O has its own sound. Alright? Under. Universe. It's not so in Igbo language. Alright? That is what is confusing many people. It is complicated there in English language, not in Igbo language. Because some people are using the way English language is, the way they pronounce things in English language. They are utilizing it in Igbo language. Like you, we have rude. Rude. Have you seen it? U, the same U. Jude. Have you seen it? Universe. Have you seen it? Under. Have you seen it? 3 different sounds in one sound in English language. But it is not so in Igbo language. We have, like, let me say, Igbo language is the easiest language to learn if you are willing to learn. If you have made up your mind to learn Igbo language, I give you only a month. You will grab everything totally. Alright? O is O is O, A is A, she is she. It will not change from she to ke. No, it will not change from A to A. It will not change from U to U. No. Okay? Igbo language is Igbo language. English language is English language. If you have mastered or you can recite Igbo alphabet correctly, you will realize that the sounds, the way they are, that's the way they are. If you see them in words, pronounce them the way they are, you will get the word correctly. Alright? We have akaraka, that is it. We have shere. Okay? We have ube, not o, ube. O has its own sound. That's the U with beneath dot. That's O. But the one that doesn't have beneath dot, that one is U. Ube. Oh no. Oh no. Ube. Have you seen the differences? So let's move into another sound. The sound O can change from O to O in English language, but it is not so in Igbo language. O is O. Let's say we have joke in English language, then we have lock in English language. That O has changed from the sound O to O. Joke, lock. No, it is not so in Igbo language. O has its own sound in Igbo language. O has its own sound in Igbo language. The O with beneath dot is O. O. The O without beneath dot is O. Onye, ọka, ọka. Have you seen it? Onye, oke, ọka, ọ na-eri nri, ọ na-eri nri. Have you seen it? The O can never change from O to O. O has its own sound. O has its own sound. Okay? So that is what is confusing people. They end up saying that Igbo language is the hardest thing to learn. Who told you? It is the easiest if you put your mind. Okay? If you are willing, you will learn it. All right.